Hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic: could we be in store for a Jackson 5? Look, I was going over some metrics, and I was going over some game tape. And I was looking at all the missed opportunities that the Ravens have had presented to them, right, thus far this season. And I got curious because last video I brought up about all the drops that had happened the last time that we had played Detroit. So I went back and I was viewing them, and I'm like, oh, God. You know heartache? Bro, listen. It was like talking to an ex. The two worst games before this season that we had that horrible 6-7 drop game was that Detroit game. No, three. I always got to put the playoff game in there. The Titans game, the Jaguars game, and the Detroit Lions game. Those three games were absolute heartache for me because I watched so many plays fall short. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of guys on this team that have yet to get a touchdown. OBJ hasn't got a touchdown, I believe. Bateman hasn't got a touchdown, I believe. Like, there's guys on this team that have yet to be involved. I'm not even talking about Likely. Likely, you haven't even heard his name. This could be the week. This could be the week that the Ravens finally put it all together. And I'm going to tell you why. Because sometimes, and I've always said this, you have to get punched in the mouth. Sometimes you have to be put up against the wall. Pause. Sometimes you have to get uncomfortable. I'm talking to somebody here. Let me tell you something. To make a pearl, an oyster has to be uncomfortable. You have to put sand in it. It's like grains, like minerals inside, and it's filtering it, and it gets itchy. So it rubs it and puts all this stuff until it's a beautiful pearl. That's the course that the Ravens, I think, are going to take this week because the Lions are not going to let them off the hook. You see, one thing that has been prevalent since John Harbaugh's been our coach is that we play up or we play down to the competition. And we know, and the Ravens know, they're not going to take the Detroit Lions lightly. Not this year. Not with them being 5-1. You know where I'm coming from? They're not going to be there. Even during a press conference, they tried to give the Detroit Lions the win. Remember, they were like, oh, the Detroit Lions are 6-1. And Lamar was just like, 6-1? What, you already gave them the win? Yes. They're already trying to gear it up, saying that the Lions are going to win. Roar! So I believe that the Raven players are going to be mentally locked and stopped, ready to go. I don't even think it's going to take the coaches much to get them focused and ready to play this game. I think that Lamar is going to be picking this team apart. I think he's going to be on his P's and Q's. If you watch tape, he's been deathly accurate. Supremely accurate, uncomfortably so. So if he's still accurate like that and these guys aren't dropping the ball, the only way a Jackson 5 doesn't happen, I truly believe, is if John Harbaugh pulls him. If he says, no, Lamar, stop. You're doing too good. I don't want him to be known as throwing the ball. I want to be known for running the ball. We could be looking at something more than a Jackson 5. Heck, they might be adding in LaToya and Janet. This could be a Jackson 7. And I'm not just talking about throwing. I'm talking about total touchdowns. Now, I can see Lamar legit going for 4 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns in this game. Legit. I think he has one 40, 50-yard breakaway one. I think he has one on the goal line. I think he throws for another 4 more. I think this game is the game OBJ gets his first touchdown. I think this is the game that Bateman gets his first touchdown. You know why? Because they're going to be open. If you watch Detroit's secondary, those safeties like to come down. They like to come down and lay the boom on whoever's coming through that box. That's fact. So it leaves over the top. Do you know what Bateman's been doing on tape? He's been working those routes. He's been getting open on those routes. The only problem is that the offensive line hasn't been able to be held up, holding up, and pass pro to give Lamar enough time to give him the ball. Now, I know some people are going to be like, well, you got to feel it out and still throw it. No, that's how you get the ball picked. If you don't see your guy have leverage, you don't throw it and be like, oh, this is Madden. I can click on him and hold the turbo button and outrun him. Then I'm like, click. No, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. You have to see leverage first. If your guy has leverage, then you throw it. I think Bateman can have 2 touchdowns this game. He can have 2. I mean, this could be a 120-yard receiving day, 2-touchdown day for Rashad Bateman. And I'm all here for it because we've all been waiting for the emergence of him. We've all been waiting. And I think that will be the kicker in the rear end that he needs to jumpstart this season and finish strong. Because I don't see him, at this point, I don't see him finishing with 1,000 yards. But he could finish with 800, 900. It's very doable. Very, very, very doable. But Lamar's biggest hurdle this game is going to be taking what they give him. I don't want him forcing the ball to Zay at all. I do not at all. I do not want to see dink, 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 dink. No. Let them work some of them routes, hit him with a little Zay, then look for OBJ and bait. Look for Mark down the seam. I want him to spread the ball down the field more. I really, truly do. If Lamar does that this game, I'm promising y'all, he's leaving with about 5 to 6 touchdowns. It's inevitable. It's inevitable because the Lions play a lot of down-in-the-box safeties. That's what they do. Single high safety. Them dual safety over the top, they don't do that a lot. They come down. That's going to give the opportunity for plays. You know what? Another reason why? Mark Andrews. Because when you're running up that seam, that safety, that is the one safety that's back there, is going to have to watch Mark. That means if you got bait on the outside, if he beats his man, you look for him. This could be the day that bait goes for 120, 130. Heck, I'd be screaming hallelujah if he goes for 150. Hallelujah. Baby's back. Hallelujah. I'm dead serious with you, bro. It's truly doable. It's doable. The only way that I see that we don't get that, and listen, I'm not saying that the Detroit Lions are going to lay down and let us beat them. I think it's going to be actually a high-scoring game. I think this is going to be one of those games where it's like a 35-31 game. Of course, I'm picking the Ravens to win. But I think that the Detroit Lions are going to score some points. I think they get at least 27 on us. I truly do. And that's no shot at the defense. If you go back, even during when Ray and them was there were games where the offense had to carry the load. There were games when the defense just didn't have it that night. I think this is going to be one of the games that the defense just doesn't have it. I truly do. Now, is that a shot at Roquan and them? No. Like, this is not 2000. This is not, like, you're not going to hold every team to 5 points, 7 points, 6 points. That's not happening no more. You know what I mean? So, I think they're going to play a solid game. I think they're going to make some turnovers. I think they get to Goff. I think they sack him at least 2 or 3 times. And I think we intercept him at least once. So, I think the defense plays the takeaway game. But they get scored on. I truly do. That's what I think was going to happen. I think the Ravens outscore them for a high-scoring matchup, 30-something points, 35-31 at the least. At the least. If Harbaugh allows him to play, Lamar could put up 40 this game. It really could be. I don't see Zay getting a lot of touchdowns this game, but I do see bait, and I do see OBJ getting some. So let's see. What do you guys think? I think, like I said, it's going to be a Jackson 5. If they don't drop the ball, or Harbaugh pulls Lamar, this can legit be a Jackson 5 game. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. And this is no shot at the Lions fans. For the respectful Lions fans, listen, I like y'all team. I picked y'all team to do well this year. Everybody that watches this channel know I picked the Lions. I told y'all the Lions are going to be a team this year to reckon with. That's why so many people be like, Nitro, you called it. Of course, because I told y'all. I'm like, yo, the coach, they're playing for him. They're playing great. Goff is playing with more confidence. They're protecting him. He has weapons. The defense is no slouch. Come on now, bro. It was a no-brainer. People just thought, oh, the Lions are going to Lions. What do you guys think? Tell me down in the comment section. Do you think this is the time where the Ravens put everything together? Do you think this is the time where the Lamar goes for a Jackson 5? Is it a possibility? Let me know down in the comment section, please. Please. And that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. And how we get down. We have fun and we laugh and everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Look, before I even go this much further, I want to give a big shout out to Bertram Richardson for a $10 donation. Thank you so much for your hard-earned money. I know how hard it is to make $1. Everybody here is donating. They're committing to this content, committing to this platform, committing to me. I take it so serious. Thank you so much. And once again, this is money going towards the new cameras that we're trying to get, the Black Magic ones. So thank you so much. It will be put through. I know how hard it is to make $1. Thank you. But if you have not already checked it out, so, right? If you want to join the Patreon, you already know what it is. You can check it in the description of every video that we do. The name of it is in the description and at the end of the video. Also, bottom of the screen, if you want to do what these people have been doing and donating and helping out the channel, getting new equipment, being able to afford, you know, to try to go to get more content, like if we got to go away to like Baltimore or somewhere like that. Bottom of the screen's QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is $, The Wunderkind Show. Super, super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This show's Nitro signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.